Hello, Leo. Welcome to your weekly intuitive reading. I hope that you are doing well. We're going to tap into the messages for sun, moon, or rising in the sign of Leo. And as always, keep in mind that these are general messages, so take what resonates for you, leave the rest. Check with your other placements if you're not finding resonance in this reading, meaning your moon sign, your rising sign, or any of the other zodiac that may stand out to you, as we do have all 12 zodiac archetypes working throughout us and around us. So let's dive in. Anything else? Oh, if you are more interested in having a personal one-to-one reading with me, you can book that through my website, which is BeTheChange333.com, and all of that information is in the description box below this video. Just click on the word more and there'll be a drop-down box for you. Yes, I have a 333 hat on. It snowed here, so it's a little chilly. Had to shovel some snow, keeping the crown protected and warm. Anyway, let's get into the messages for sun, moon, or rising. For Leo, what are the messages for Leo, please? What do we have for Leo? Leave your worries behind. I'm looking at a candle that has that saying on the front of it. Leave your worries behind, Leo. What is the message for Leo, please? Okay. Okay. We have spiritual bypassing along with gossip. The first thing that comes to mind, Leo, that may be in your blind spot, you may not be fully aware of it. This is not a shame on you type of reading. But there are times where we find ways to bypass our own healing and venturing into the shadow aspects of ourselves. Shadow just meaning those aspects of ourselves that we deny exist. We suppress, we repress, yet we see that in others. The shadow in others mirroring our shadow tends to really repel us. And then we turn around and we start to talk about them. Did you hear what Sally had to say? How could she act that way? How could, just those types of energies, you know, putting the attention and focus on somebody else and their behavior and their patterns instead of taking a deep look inward. Bypassing by gossip. We all do it. We all do it. This is just a call out to say, Leo, be aware. Whatever you're being shown right now in another is something that is actually a mirror asking you to look inwardly at your own shadow aspects. Okay. And that holds true with anybody, or anything. You may not even feel like you're gossiping, but there's this urge to gossip. There's this urge to point out somebody else's behavior, somebody else's essence, how they make you feel, somebody else's attitude, somebody else's style, somebody else's unawareness. Oh, that's a big one. Okay. It's easier to do that. It's easier to see the shadow in others instead of seeing that shadow aspect within ourselves. Okay. Okay. Wow, we've got some major arcana here, Leo. So this is a big message for many of you. But this is good. This is really good. Overall, we're going to start with the overall energy for the first spread is the Judgment card. There's a wake-up call here. It seems as though your soul's essence, your spirit is calling you to look deeper within your higher self. Your higher self taking over or showing you, guiding you. It's awareness. Ace of Swords to begin. Again, a new perspective in that spiral of the mind. The Ace is the beginning of the thoughts. A new way of perceiving. A new way of thinking. A new perspective on what is truly your legacy. What truly brings you a sense of stability, comfort, loyalty, legacy, home, family, community. What does that mean for you? Then we have the King of Cups. There's emotional intelligence, compassion, heart-centered awareness. Having the ability and the knowledge, the understanding, and the desire to see the self in everybody. Temperance. Another major arcana. Balance, patience, compassion. Something is balancing internally and externally. As within, so without. This could be gossiping. Maybe you were catching people gossip about you. Maybe you're catching others. Now, spiritual bypassing typically is when we only look to the high vibration, light and love, and that's the only destination that we want to stay in, that energy. So we bypass the actual hard parts and the shadow and the darkness and all the duality of life, which you really can't bypass for long. But many people do try. Some of you could be gossiping or talking about others who tend to, escapism comes to mind. Like to escape their truth or their harsh reality or whatever it is that Spirit is trying to show them. Okay. Just be mindful. There's a lesson here. There could very well be someone gossiping about you. But what does that bring up in you? Do you suddenly have the urge or the need to defend yourself or gossip about them, talk about them because they're talking about you, which is also a defense mechanism? Or do you have the wisdom and the ability to turn it around and look within? Here we go with the firm foundation again. Feeling confident in your own skin. Feeling confident on your journey. Grounded. Stable. Rooted. Don't care if other people are talking about you and don't need to talk about other people and their journey. And even if that urge arises, to be honest with yourself. You know, I have this deep urge to like talk about this person or gossip about what's going on with this person, but that's showing me something. That's showing me a defense mechanism within myself. Third eye, sacral. It's showing me my defense mechanisms. Sacral chakra, although it is linked to our creativity, yes, sexuality, yes, it is also deeply linked to our intimate connections, one-to-one connections with others. Also fell below King of Cups. Having the ability to see how we are all interconnected. We are all connected. We are all one. Yes, we are all individualized in these individual bodies, but when you strip away all of that and you rise in higher consciousness, you're able to sense, feel, understand how we are all also one entity of humanity. We all come from the same stars. We all come from the same source. And you do have the eyes to see this with the third eye. So this is a time of growth and expansion. Love begins wanted to pop out. We'll see if it wants to come back out for real. Tell me about temperance for Leo, please. Temperance for Leo. You may be tempering your temper. Patience. Having patience with yourself and with others. Truth. Look at that, Leo. Overall, this is all about the truth and the truth coming out, you seeing the truth, balancing the scales, especially when it comes to your connections with others. There may have been some conflict going on here. Conflict and defeat is the card of feeling like you had been, and you have been, elevated into the truth, into the light, only to have someone or something trigger you so hard that you had some kind of conflict, feeling defeated, that you had to spiral back downwards, going down into the basement of your own self, down to your inner psyche. And there is light there. There is a light there illuminating right this way. I have something else to show you, something from your past. And we do this dance up and down, up and down, up and down, often as humans. So don't feel defeated. Don't pay attention to what old patterns may arise, especially as far as gossip, talking about others. It could backfire on you. Could backfire on you. But ultimately, truth and judgment are the same energy. It's a wake-up call. It's just enlightenment. Oh, I see now what Spirit is trying to show me. I see what the universe, what my higher self has been trying to show me with this conflict. And you are centered here with your empathy, with your compassion for yourself and for others. So this is a beautiful thing. I don't really see that you're bypassing. You may have, it could be just a pattern. Unconscious patterns. Yes, that's what's coming up, a rising up right now. So chalk it up to having the truth reveal itself to you. Bringing the unconscious into the light of consciousness. It does require us to spiral back down into the basement of our own inner psyche. So Leo, I'm going to get you one last message and some advice from Native Spirit Oracle to wrap this reading up. And don't forget to click that like button below the video if you are liking the video. Feel free to comment. I do love to read all of your comments. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I appreciate all of you take the time to do this to help get the messages out into circulation through the YouTube algorithms. I also appreciate your support in the growth of this channel. Thank you very much to all of you. And let's get your last message here. Leo? Advice for Leo, please. Thank you. Well, well, well. Following gossip, we have storyteller. And you know, it is important to share our stories, our journey, our truth. But when we're telling a story about somebody else and as if we know their hardships and their journeys, then it turns into gossip. So it could be very innocent, but still pay attention to any of that may come up for you, as it may backfire on you. All right. Live larger than life. Make the most of every experience. You can choose the meanings that you give. You can choose the meaning that you give events. Find interpretations that empower you rather than diminish you. Be the storyteller and the hero of your own life. Give your personal story empowering meanings. Your native spirit wants you to know. Around the evening campfire, clan members always looked forward to the storyteller recounting events of the daily happenings. Of the tribe. Even the most mundane event took on a vibrancy in the expert hands of an experienced storyteller. The storyteller card chose you to remind you to be the champion of your own personal myth. Be the central character. Don't live life according to the needs and expectations of others. Don't be a bit player in your own story. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You are the main character in your own story. And I feel as though it holds true that we all do have a story. We all have a story to tell, and it is important that we share our stories, but that we share our stories in truth and not sugarcoat them or bring others in to the mix where we may not fully understand their part in our journey yet. So that's what I have for you, Leo. I hope that you found this to be helpful for you, and I'm sending you out so much love. Take care. Bye.